Hey everybody, this is Damien here with the official Mother of Dragons. Well, okay, maybe not entirely official. I want you all to meet Philadehlia. She is the vanguard of Philadelphia in Los Angeles. Speaking of which, I am here in the heart of LA representing one of my favorite LA moguls, Steve Isaacs. If you're out there, please bring back Sky Cycle. We miss it. If you haven't seen Steve Isaacs live on his runs out through the heart of LA with all of his cyclist team, you can check out his YouTube channel, Sweet Rides, where they get together, a crazy bunch of bicyclists, go on an awesome 25-mile ride, something like that, and they end getting desserts, and then they go burn that off. That's pretty freaking amazing. I can't wait to go on my first Sweet Ride.
I can get down with those desserts, too.
Sounds like I'm totally getting paid for this. So I want you all to know why Philadelphia, and specifically the Eagles, have this need to have a presence, not just in LA, but a little bit of everywhere. Think about sports teams and think about cities and the devotion that you need, the heartwarming intricacies that bring together the community, that rallying force, the history, mayhem that happens out there on the gridiron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
You know your sports.
I'm like, I know what I'm talking about. I just started to question myself. Yeah. And I want you to know, if you're not from Southern California originally, that this is a place inundated with fans of Pennsylvania, which is the weirdest thing. When I first moved here, I was just so surprised that this would actually be an event that everybody would love a team from Pennsylvania. The sad part is, they're all Steelers fans. Now, what's a Steelers fan? It is somebody who absolutely loves Pittsburgh, who's generally never been to Pittsburgh. So let me tell you, and maybe save you a trip, Pittsburgh is a mining town, hence the name of their team, the Steelers, and why steel is important, as well as coal and other industries. It's an industrial town. It's nice. It's a great place to be a blue-collar worker and watch some sports, I suppose. But let's talk about Philadelphia. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, a bastion of culture and wealth and history on the edge of the Delaware River in a beautiful, beautiful state. So much culture. The fact that it has a Greek name. How many cities in America boast that and actually sound really awesome? But it's more than that. Philly is a place where you can actually walk on the streets at night. You can meet awesome people. Food is amazing. The heart of everybody is amazing. You're gonna be a friend to whomever you meet, and you're gonna know exactly what they're thinking because they're not going to edit their thoughts for you. Let me talk a little bit about a certain musician, a musician that is instrumental to America, almost as much as Francis Scott Key when he first wrote those words that would become our national anthem. That's right, I'm talking about Bruce Springsteen. The boss, the man from the 80s who brought back roots rock like from Elvis's era into an era where new wave British invasion was rocking our country. And he said, you know what I'm going to sing about? America. Elvis sang about his shoes, some love interests, and rockin'. But Bruce Springsteen said how amazing it was to live in America. He wrote one about walking down the streets of Philadelphia. That's right. If the boss knows where to go and who to root for, I don't think you need any more persuasion. So why is Philadehlia here to join us today? Because she is the YouTube channel goddess for the Eagles. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Delia. Delia, how are you today?
Hi, guys. I am doing fabulous. I'm very excited to be collabing with you.
And so this collaboration today is going to come down to showing our tribute to the Eagles. Philadehlia has been representing in all of her amazing videos. Don't forget to check out her channel in the links below. What we are going to do is the Eagles fight song, but in Valyrian.
Yeah!
Oh yeah! Are you excited to learn Valyrian?
I am so excited. When I met you, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. You and I have a lot in common. So this collab needed to happen. Any excuse to get a Khaleesi wig? Come on.
I wasn't sure if it was a wig or if I was actually meeting the mother of dragons.
Thank you. You can feel my grape.
Oh, I thought we were trying to abolish slavery here.
Yes.
The free man life here as best as I can. What interests you about Valyrian the most?
Well, I love that it's her native language. Like, she's my favorite character. She's just so badass, but she rules with honor and respect. That's how it should be done, you know? You kind of want to replicate them sometimes. It's just natural. I would love to speak her language, throw it out there, and, like, throw people off. Like, you know, I'll be at a bar and just randomly break out some Valyrian, and they'll be like, what? I like to keep people on their toes. And
who knows? You might end up getting a free drink out of doing something like that.
Right? More fun to be had when you're speaking Valyrian.
Is there anything about this intense language of the Targaryen family that you're a little bit nervous about?
Yeah. It looks very complicated. There's like squigglies and lines that don't make sense and vowels, and it looks very intimidating. Once I hear it, it'll make it a lot easier. I'm good at mimicking and tell me how it's supposed to be, then I can do that. But trying to read it straight up, oh no.
It is its own beast, and it takes some hacking into. Before we delve right into it, I have one thing that I have to confess. There's actually no word yet for eagle.
What? How is there not an eagle in the Valyrian language? How is that not a thing? It's the most magical bird in all the land.
There weren't any eagles in Valyria?
Don't make me bring my dragons out on you. Don't make me. There is poison in that tea.
Ah!
So what are we gonna use in substitute?
We could do a fight song about the dragons.
Oh!
But the way I did translate this, I have, in place of eagle, the word for bird.
Oh, that's even better. Because it's our birds.
And if there is a fighting bird out there, it's the eagle. Come on,
So they have bird and crow, but not eagle. Like, eagles are everywhere. I went to freaking Atlanta and there was an eagle on their front state building.
Atlanta and Valyria, they're a little far away.
It's on the Mexican flag.
I don't think it's on the Valyrian flag.
All right, we gotta work on that, okay? Khaleesi is gonna find herself an eagle to hang out with the dragons.
Okay, you heard it here, DJP. There's a new word that needs to be invented, and that's on you, because you're the only guy that makes up those new words. Make it happen. Would you like to try tackling this without any help whatsoever and see how we do?
I actually would, because I think it'll be kind of hilarious at me butchering every single word for the first time. I'm gonna try and make it sound as legit as possible. So here we go. Sovitis, hontis, erino, gerodbar, sovitis, siti vilibatas, hontis. Siti vilibatas, erenatas, mirirlanta her, gohilatas, tolihilatas, hontes, soveri, uribatas, sovetes, hontes, erino, gerbar, sovitis, H-O-N-T-I-S, hontes.
Quite possibly leaps and bounds better than I had ever expected that to sound without any coaching whatsoever.
Wow!
No editing. This is absolutely the first time we tried this.
Wow.
That turned out pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, I felt like her. Just reading these words, it brings out your inner Khaleesi. I wanted to get more power. I love this.
The Unsullied behind you and lines of armies.
I felt I was standing before the crowds and they were cheering me on. This language is amazing. So, was I semi-close on some?
Okay, yeah, we're pretty close.
What was the word that I got? Did I get any of them like perfect? The first time? No? Okay, alright, never mind.
You got the number 2, like I think spot
Which one's
on.
number 2?
Lanta.
Ah, lanta.
And I think go wasn't bad either.
So what are these straight lines?
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of vowels
that
have the lines, and there's a bunch that don't.
Yeah.
Right? The ones that have the lines, they're going to be a beat longer.
But still pronounced the same?
Yeah, pronounced exactly the same, but just a beat longer.
So with the lines is a beat longer.
Yeah.
Added line, added beat.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Now, you also speak Spanish, correct?
Spanglish.
Spanglish. Good. So you at least also know how the Spanish vowels are all supposed to sound as well.
Yeah.
That's going to make this so much easier. Absolutely every vowel you see here is going to mirror that Spanish sound. So that first word, instead of sovitis, is actually sovetes.
Sovetes.
And because this is a command form, the imperative, we're going to actually push that last syllable. Instead of saying sovetes or sovetes, it's actually sovetes.
Sovetes.
That sounds amazing.
Sovetes.
Sovetes. And then the next one, because that the I with the line, that's going to be an elongated sound. That one gets hit too. So instead of hontis, it's hontis.
Hontis. Sovetes. Hontis. And you make the H sound because in Spanish you don't.
Right. So the consonants are a little different.
So
the vowels are all
the
just
H
like
sound?
Spanish. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to pronounce that H.
Hontis.
Erino.
Erino.
It's hard for me to pronounce this one too.
Geralbar.
Geralbar.
Bar. Ah. Sovetes. Hontis. Erino. Geralbar. Sovetes. Oh no! Geralbar.
Good.
Gerald.
You're so close.
Those G's are gonna mess me up.
It's sounding awesome.
This is pretty cool.
This next word, so painful. This one means to fight. We've heard Daenerys say this one because she's asked the Unsullied, will you fight for me? The only weird one here is that Y, like in Spanish, you can just say E.
E.
Yeah. You want to know the actual Valyrian way?
Yeah. I want to know the real deal, man.
All right. You might be able to say this better than the actual Khaleesi then, because she can't do this sound very well.
Oh, man.
You do make that sound with the inside of your mouth. E, E, E.
E.
And then with your lips, you round. E, E, E. Sutivili batas.
Sutivili batas.
So close.
Sutivili batas.
There you go.
That's a trick.
Batas.
That's the trickiest freaking word of them all, because it's like how many freaking I's are in a word?
Like
Sutivili bidi batas. Like it's like ilibili.
yeah, just keep saying ilibili until they're fighting.
Sutivili batas.
Yes. That's how you command an army. There's no word for scoring. No word
What?
For,
they don't score touchdowns in freaking...
We're going to use the verb to win, to conquer, to decimate, to be the victors. Because that's essentially what you do when you score a touchdown. You're winning. Erinatas.
Erinatas.
Mere.
Mere.
Lanta.
Mere lanta.
Mere lanta hare. Go.
Go.
Hilatas.
Hilatas.
Hit them low.
So is go hit?
Go is under or below.
Oh, so it's backwards like in Spanish.
Right.
Okay. Go hilatas.
Hit them high. So toli. Toli.
Toli.
Hilatas.
Hilatas. Hilatas.
So very.
So very.
Yeah.
So very.
So very.
So very.
That's-
Hontis.
Now you're telling the crowds, you better watch. You better watch.
Better what?
Urnebatas.
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 Now, are the T's supposed to be tas or tas, like Spanish?
That's called aspiration. What Americans do with T's is they'll usually add that puff, that tas.
Yeah, tas.
But yes, this is supposed to be like the Spanish
Tas,
T.
okay.
No aspiration. Urnebatas.
Urnebatas.
So here's something that we don't quite know. How do you pronounce each of these
Individual letter.
separately? Do you say H? 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 How do you say E versus E?
You're the expert.
So what I would probably say, I don't like the way Americans say H. You can start a flame war. I prefer the UK version with the sound H in it because H makes a H sound.
Yeah.
So I like this being pronounced as H.
H. H-O-N-T-E-S.
Hontis.
Hontis.
And done. Yeah.
This is gonna be so fun.
All right. Now that you've kind of had just a real quick, we just dragged you along through the whole thing. You want to try it now, go into town and seeing how well you do?
Can I hear you do? Or okay, I'll do it and then you'll do it after me. I want to hear you
and
do
then
it all
you
the
do
way
it
through.
again.
Okay, it's like a pop quiz. Oh my gosh.
Right.
All right. Sobetes, hontis, erino, gerelbar, sobetes, sitivilibatas, hontis, sitivilibatas, erinatas, mere lante, hare, gohilitas, tolihilitas, hontis, soveri, urnebatas, sovetes juntis, erino, geralbar, sovetes, hach, ontis, juntis.
Yeah. Not bad. Second time through.
The
Just after
letters.
going through all of that as fast as we did, that was not bad.
The letters screwed me up. Under
exactly
pressure.
the same way, right?
Sovetes, hontis, erino, gerarbar, sovetes, sitivilibatas, hontis, sitivilibatas, erinatas, mere, lanta, hare, go, hilatas, toli, hilatas, hotis, soveri, urnebatas, sovetes, hontis, erino, geralbar, sovotes, hontis, hontis.
Yeah!
One more time and I'll do it perfect.
All right.
Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons, presents the Birds
Eagles
Fight
fight
Song. Sovetes, hontis, erino, geralbar, sovetes, sitivilibatas, hontis, sitivilibatas, erinatas, mere, lante, hare, go, hilitata. Dang it!
That was a good run. That was such a good run.
Oh!
Go from that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go, hilatas, toli, hilatas, hontis, soveri, urnebatas, sovetes, hontis, erino, geralbar, sovetes, hach, ontis, hontis.
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!
So now that you've had sort of like a crash course in the language, how do you feel? Like,
I feel amazing.
yeah.
This is every room I went into, I just wanted to say a word. I was like, sovetes, hilatas. Your presence is known when you say any of these words. So I feel great. I feel so powerful. I'm ready to like yell at every single person I see. Like I'll just open the door to my bedroom. Hontis!
So if any of you are still straggler studiers of that Dothraki language, let this be a little lesson to you. Valyrian has that command, that feeling of power. You wake up in the morning, you step out, and feel like you have armies underneath your control. You have dragons at your beck and call. Dragon's fire ready to rain down on your enemies and make the world a better place by ending slavery. Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed my struggle, but triumphs as well. And make sure y'all subscribe to Homeboy here and Homegirl here. And make sure you check out the video that we are working on where I'm actually going to do the fight song on my channel and make it all good after I perfect this. So this is lesson number 1 where I practice and learn. And once it's perfect, I'll be doing a cool little music video. Custom song on my channel.
There you go. Eagles and Valyrian. It's the perfect pairing that hasn't happened yet, and it's now happening for the first time in America.
America. There we go.
Please make sure to check out Philadehlia, represent the Eagles, learn something about the Eagles, especially if you're a Steelers fan. Check out her channel so that you can understand what it means to represent Pennsylvania proper.
Those be fighting words. Those be sitivilibatas words.
Thanks so much for going through this intense crash course with me. And we will see you guys in the next video on both our channels. Take care.
Quiero
Quiero
silas.
silas.